So, it's a beautiful time of day and I figured I'd give you a tour of my garden. So let's walk over here without falling or tripping over anything. This is plot A. As you can see, we've got a lot of garlic growing. This is red enchelium. Scooching down closer, these are Touchon carrots. The further back two squares are cosmic purple carrots. And I've sort of thrown black crims and Cherokee purple tomato plants wherever seemed appropriate, wherever there was space. If you look at these skinny little guys right here with the little purple flowers, those are Hungarian black peppers. These two empty spots were radishes that were harvested recently. Still debating on what to put there. Here are my cucumbers that I'm not very happy about. They're going, but I don't know. I'll probably pull and replant those or something. There's also just recently planted dragon tongue beans in there in the same square. Hopefully the whole nitrogen fixing and nitrogen hungry plant thing will go together. But as you can see, they're right next to peas, and that's not really cutting it either. These cucumbers are straight 8s, and then of course the ridiculous pea plants, which have just been harvested, so all of those are a day or two away from harvest. Those are Thomas Laxton peas. Going along, this is plot B. When it gets hot, this tends to be my primary producer when I have melons in it. Over here we have red torpedo or Italian red bottle onions. They're going along. I guess they're doing okay. I don't know. Here we have another square of Touchon carrots and another square of cosmic purples. That poor little soul green thing is a California Wonder bell pepper that isn't very happy, but it doesn't seem to quite want to die. So I don't know what to do with it. Again, more tomatoes just sort of stuck in wherever. More of those Hungarian black peppers. This is the current crop of radishes. This should get pulled tonight or tomorrow. This one's half pulled and turned out much better than the other crop. I don't even want to talk about those cucumbers, but hey, look at all the flowers. All those flowers, no bees. And then round 2 of the Thomas Laxton peas, and going crazy. This has easily been the best thing I've planted all year. Over here we have plot C. If I can get around here. Plot C gets a fair bit more shade, so the plants aren't quite as robust. I planted just as many peas in this one as I did anywhere else, and I only got 2 whole plants out of it. Everything else didn't germinate. So again, it's all about sunlight and warmth, and there you go. Cucumbers. This is a Lemon Queen sunflower. This is a complete volunteer from last year. The seed happened to end up in the middle of the square, so I said, why not? Empty square, empty square, empty square. This guy is some sort of zucchini. I believe it's called a gray. The ex wanted zucchini. I planted it. It came up. Now I don't have the heart to kill it. I hate zucchini. These are all Marvel of Four Seasons lettuces that who knows if they're happy or not, but they do seem to kind of be kicking up a bit. A lot more tomatoes over in here. More of those peppers, and if I can take you around, we have the funnest part of the peppers, the fact that there's actually a couple of peppers. When they start to turn green, I guess is when they're fully ripe or when they're really ideal to be pulled, and so that's kind of what I'm waiting on. These plants are much smaller than the others. Again, reduced sunlight, but they are the only ones that fruited so far, and they do seem to be otherwise happy. But the only other thing I've got in the plots is this guy. First tomato of the season, and every day that thing is bigger. As you can see, I also have a scattering of mushrooms, and I have no idea why. Outside of here, let's turn back around to plot A. I just got these the other day. So this is my dwarf, which one is it? Dwarf Beers Lime. it's doing okay, I guess. And somewhere, yeah, there it is. There's a lime, and that's definitely bigger than it was when I first got the plant just, what, a few days ago. So things are going along. I try to keep an eye on these pots. Today was a very mild day for temperature, so that is terrific. The other day, you know, I saw it crawling up into the 90s. That's a little disturbing. I don't know what these things can handle. That's the bench, and we'll go over here and over here. So this is my Dwarf Meyer Improved Lemon. All of these blooms were closed when I got it, so I think it's happy. All of this light green new growth is moving along very nicely. And of course, they're Mel's mix in these pots. The pine straw is for some sort of a mulch, just to try and keep the sun off the surface until they really bush out and protect their own soil. And this one has a lot of upcoming fruit. All of these were green when I got it, so I'm assuming that if they turn yellow, these are good things. And then we can get to the volunteers. Sunflower, way over here. The sunflower was actually growing in this square last year, so that's fun. And to go with that, most of the sunflower volunteers are right here. These are growing in rock and straight Vegas caliche soil. It's some of the worst stuff I've ever seen, and the sunflowers don't care. Over here, when I was clearing last year's garden, obviously a lot of marigold heads. Just decided to throw seed everywhere, so I've got marigold starts everywhere. And because it is such terrible soil, they don't get very big, but they do like to bloom. So hey, I've got marigolds. And then last but not least, oh wait, not quite last, I got this little guy. No idea what kind of tomato, obviously black creme or Cherokee purple, but he's doing his thing, and he's kind of happy right there. So I'm just going to let him do what he do. Compost tumbler, overflow bin, more bench. So in here then, hey look, more volunteers. All of these little guys are lemon basils because I was lazy and let all my basil go to seed. I kept thinking one of these would be regular basil, but every time I pick one and smush it, it smells like lemons, which is useless to me. Last but not least, these little squares were planted with some herbs for the X. Now I've got them and they're coming. Why not keep them? One of these was purple opal basil, the other was regular Genovese. One didn't start, one did. I honestly don't know which one's which. This we got slow bolt cilantro. This we've got not that plant, but those little tiny green specks in there are oregano, and they are doing absolutely nothing fast, but the seeds were dinky, so here's hoping they kick. This would then be parsley, Italian like flat leaf, and then this it was some sort of sage, I think just basic sage, and that's Leonard the ladybug. He's the garden guardian. So that is the garden for this year, or at least this season. Looking to obviously get some melons planted pretty soon. I may try to do some restarts on bell peppers because I did want some bells this year. And other than that, I'm just picking peas. So thanks for watching.